Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. This is Angelique with All Things Ange. Today we are in the kitchen and we are going to be doing braised cabbage, corned beef, and cornbread. My men just love meat, so in this cabbage, as I've said in my last videos, it will be potent. We will have two different types of smoked sausage, andouille, which is one of our favorite, and beef. We will also be coupling that with some ham along with some turkey tails. If you've never had turkey tails before, they are absolutely delicious, and our favorite choice of turkey tails is smoked turkey tails, so we will be adding the turkey tails in today. Before we get this video going, I am going to ask that you smash that subscribe button, ring that bell to be notified for any videos I upload in the future, and of course share me with your friends and your family. Also, give it a thumbs up if you found this video helpful and you learned something from it, or if nothing else you was entertained by it. So again, on the menu for today, cabbage, cornbread, and braised corned beef. Had to get that out. I almost forgot the braised corned beef, but yes, we will be having braised corned beef in the oven today. I am going to sear it off on the stove first, and then we're going to put it in the oven for about 2.5 to 3 hours so that it can get good and tender. So here we go. Let's get started. I have my pan already warmed up. Actually, I am going to change burners because I find that my front burner doesn't get as hot as I would like. Well, let's try it. We'll try it. We'll see. Maybe it'll do better for us today. So we're going to drop some oil in my little griddle here. So like I said, we're just going to braise this corned beef off before we toss it in the oven. And the oven is going to go. I'll put some foil on the top of it and then we'll just let it go. I like to brush my oil around my pan when I'm braising. I'm going to get you guys in just a little bit closer so you can see what I'm doing. There we go. Take some of that brightness off so you guys can see what I am doing. So my pan was already nice and warm. I had it on already off camera. And I took the liberty of chopping up my seasonings and all. I have some bell peppers in here. I did the tricolors, yellow, red, and green bell peppers in here, along with the onions. Again, I love to put carrots in my cabbage, so we do have some slivered carrots here. Our smoked sausage, and of course our ham is in here, and our turkey tails. First things first, we're going to braise off of this corned beef. And let that sear that off. We're going to get a nice golden crust on here. The corned beef that I got, it came with a seasoning, but I added to it some coarse cracked pepper, a little bit of sea salt, some smoked paprika, some onion powder, and garlic powder, just to give it a little bit more. I always find when I get seasonings from out of the store that come with the packaged meat, I always like to add just a little bit more of things that I like in it. So that's what we did. So we're going to sear this off nice and good on both sides. Then we're just going to put it in the pan and then throw it into the oven. And again, this will bake for about 2.5 to 3 hours. I think this burner that already went down on me. It is not sizzling like it was. So we're going to move this to the back burner because this front burner gives me issues for whatever reason. And I've complained about it, but they're just not coming to see about it. Yeah, this one has already gone down. So we are going to switch this pan and put it on the back burner, because this front burner is just not doing what we need it to do. And I'll move you guys in closer when I do that, because this burner has really lost its heat. So we'll stick it on this one. Bring you guys in closer. Now we got some sizzle. That's what we wanted. This front burner wasn't giving us anything. You can see all the seasoning that's on here. Plenty seasoning. It'll flow from the pan. And then we just want to sear this off nice. It should get like a little golden brown on it. And we'll throw it in the oven. Oh, it smells so good. Only if there was smell-o-vision. It smells absolutely delicious. A little bit more. I love corned beef. All right, I think that's good enough. I'm going to add just a little bit of water to this because corned beef is one of those meats that have to braise a little bit. So stick this in the oven and put a timer on it. So 2.5 hours, we'll check it, and then we'll see if it needs to go in for 3. Got our rack at the center. All right, it's in the oven. Let's set the timer. And our timer is set. And we do have the oven set at 350. Clean up our mess because y'all know how I feel about that. And then we'll start working on putting this cabbage together. All right, so we're gonna prepare to get this cabbage together. Put this out of the way. We won't need this, so we can put that to be washed. Got some potatoes too. Maybe I'm thinking about adding potatoes. Sometimes I do like a little red potato in my cabbage. Not all the time, but sometimes I want a little bit of red potatoes in there. I got 2 nice sized heads of cabbage. There we go. We're gonna cut them up real good, clean them up real good, and then we'll get them going. I always take the outside leaves of my cabbage off. I don't use those. I throw those away. These are good for salad bowls, or you know, if you wanted to use it for garnish, to rinse it off really good and put your cabbage in it as decoration. Maybe I'll do that for plating it. We'll just sit that on the side because they're nice and sturdy. Cut my cabbage in half. That's how I do mine. Everybody prepare their cabbage a different way, but when I'm cutting my cabbage, I usually cut it in half. a little struggle, but because they're so big, that's how I do it. I also like to take the core of my cabbage out, so I usually take that part off of my cabbage because it's a little bitter and I don't like the way it tastes, so I usually just cut it out of there. We'll work with one at a time, one side at a time. 2 heads usually work pretty good for my family. 2 nice size heads will give us enough. Once we add everything to it, it's usually perfect. Cut your cabbage up however you cut it up. Everybody cut their cabbage different. This is just how I choose to cut mine up. This is what works for me. And just like that, one is done. Set that on another big container. Now we're going to do the next one. Pretty much the same deal. Nothing will be different. Trying to call my daughter to see if her and her husband wanted to come over for dinner, but they didn't answer the phone. I know they were taking the kids out. So I'm thinking They're just out and about. I gotta call them later. Just like that, both heads are done with a little mess on the floor. But with cabbage, you can expect to get some mess. Those pieces are dropped off the floor. Now I'm just going to bring it over to the sink and clean it up. Clean this cabbage up and I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. The cabbage is all cut and I have cleaned it. I got 2 buckets like this of cabbage, and as you can see, I've already put the big pot on the back of the stove. Whenever I cook in this pot, I have to use my step stool because, let's face it, I'm just too short to reach into it. So we will be using my step stool today. I'm going to raise you guys up higher so you can see down into my pot. So again, we are going to start off by peeling off our meat. That's going to be the first thing we're going to do, is peel our meat off. Probably won't use all of this ham. I'll use about half of it. We're just going to let this meat get nice and brown, like always. That's what we want. Okay, let me put all this in here because I know they're going to eat it. It's not going to get away. They'll eat it all. We're also going to sear off our turkey tail. I know what y'all thinking, that's a lot of meat, but y'all don't know my man. just going to fish out our turkey tails because I just wanted to kind of brown them off. I'm actually going to let them cook by themselves a little bit just so that they can get tender because they take a little bit longer. So they'll be broiling while I'm doing the cabbage. Now that they've been sealed off, I just like to seal them off to get the flavor. Now we're going to add the seasoning here, onions and bell pepper. That's going to pick up all of that residue that's at the bottom of this pan. All y'all seeing is my arm. I'm going to start sweating out this cabbage. Again, I like to braise my cabbage. Even though I got a little bit of broth here, I'm not going to use much of that when it gets going. We'll use some, but not a lot. I'm going to go ahead on and throw some of my dry ingredients, like my parsley. It's going to be a decent amount of cabbage, so we're going to go in very, very heavy with the seasoning. Put enough of this in here to last a couple of days. So this was one head. don't know how much of this y'all can see, but try to get you in just a little bit more. Maybe you can see a little better. Turn the fire up some. Burner on. Put the top on a little bit. Do just a little bit of this in here, not much, because again the goal is not to like cook the cabbage in liquid. But we do need a little bit of liquid to keep it from sticking. Cabbage makes a lot of liquid on its own. As y'all can see, if you can see, hopefully you can, you know, this one head done soaked up a lot of that meat already, so look like a lot of meat, but when you cook in a large pan so you can kind of meal prep it, it requires a lot of meat. And again, my men are meat eaters. Let that go a little bit. And this isn't one of those meals where I'm real picky about my garlic, so I have pre-minced garlic, and for this I'm perfectly fine with using it. Sometimes I do like to use fresh garlic, but for this, I'm good with just using this bottled garlic. I think we can add more cabbage to this, but I am going to add more to this pot. That is looking pretty good. You know what I was missing? Missing my glass of wine. We're about to handle that in a few minutes. Some sea salt in here. A little bit of smoked paprika. Garlic powder. I ran out of onion. The future actually went to the store to get me some onion powder and some pepper, just to get the seasoning started. Tap on it and let it do its thing. Now I'm just going to let this cabbage kind of braise a little bit, and then I am going to come back and we'll add the carrots, because you want to add the carrots sort of toward the end, because you don't want the carrots to get mushy. Before we go though, I got to let y'all see what wine I'm drinking. Hold up, hold on. And today I'm actually just doing a sangria, but I don't know if it's a twist top or I think it's a twist top. Don't know. Let's see. Cut the top of here. Let's see if it's a cork. Because I honestly don't know which one it is. Oh look, there's the future. He'll be able to tell us which one it is. Hey, you right on time. Is this sangria a twist top or is it a cork?
No.
The sangria.
Twist up.
Can you twist it for me? I'm like, I can't get it open. I'm trying to show my viewers what I'm drinking and I can't get it open. Is this the same braid you had?
Yeah.
I mean, nothing goes better with cooking than wine. And this is what we have today. If you guys could see it. It's a sangria. Madria sangria. Traditional. Yep.
Like $20 a roll.
Oh, that's good, y'all. It's nice and sweet. I love sweet wines. Cabbage is looking good. In the future, bought the onion powder. Which one?
I only got a couple of them. Well, actually, this in there.
Looking good. I'm wondering, should I put that rest of that cabbage in here? It'll last us a few days. And it may require more meat, so I'm not going to do it. I'm going to leave it like it is. Alright, so we're going to let this cabbage do its thing. And then when it gets to the point where I need to put the carrots in, I'm going to get back with you guys. Hey, so I'm back. And it's time now to add the carrot slivers. That's where we're at now. Adding all of our carrot slivers to this. And that's going to sweeten it up a little bit more. You know, cabbage have a little sweet taste. And the carrots is going to add just a little bit more sweetness to it, which is going to go nicely against the salt that was added to season the cabbage. And this cabbage is just about done. I don't like my cabbage mushy. I like it to be al dente, which is why I braise it as opposed to boiling it. I don't like it boiled. already put my rice on off camera. So the rice is on. This is what the cabbage is looking like. Looking good. We still got our turkey tails boiling in the background. And everything is just coming together nicely. I'm going to make some cornbread. I decided I don't want to add the potatoes because I have the rice. That's enough starch. So we're not going to add the potatoes to it. We're going to keep it as it is. If y'all can smell this, it smells so wonderful. It really does. It smells absolutely delicious. I'm actually going to turn it off because the carrots are going to cook with the heat because they're slivered, so they're really thin. It don't take much to cook those. They'll just cook from the residue of the heat. I don't know if y'all can see up in there. I'll give you a peek after everything comes together. Our corned beef has been in the oven now for right at an hour. So that's doing pretty good. So we're going to go ahead on and let this continue doing what it's doing. And I will see y'all at the end. Alrighty, so I am back. Everything is all done and I have plated up the meal that I have cooked today. I will show it to you. And here it is. This is our cornbread with our corned beef and our seasoned braised cabbage. There you have it. So this one is for my son, and yeah, this is what he's gonna eat. This is dinner today. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Remember to hit the bell so you could be notified for any videos I upload in the future. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so already, and definitely share me with your friends and family. Definitely give this a thumbs up. Thanks, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye.